What's up? Tyler from Plugged On. I'm here with an album review. This time I'm going to talk about the new album from Black Crown, Initiate, titled Violent Portraits of Doomed Escape. This came out August 7th of 2020, and this is on Century Media Records. This is their third record to follow up to 2016's Selves We Cannot Forgive, which is an amazing album. And if you don't know these guys, they are a progressive band, progressive death metal, I guess you could say, from Reading, Pennsylvania, not too far from me. Same town also as Rivers of Nile, if you're fans of them. So lots of good stuff coming out of there. And I've loved these guys since I first discovered them around the time that they released their first full-length, The Wreckage of Stars. And you know, they have the Songs of the Crippled Bull EP, which is so fucking good. And I just think this band's great, and I really love how they've evolved. They're always kind of exciting to listen to, especially upon first listen, because you never know where they're going to go. Because I feel like the more mature they get in their career, the more kind of variety and they get in their songwriting. It gets spicier, and I like it. And I feel this album's no different. I honestly think every single legitimate song on here, because there's a couple more just kind of transition tracks, such as Bellow in the middle of the album, which is just such a weird thing, by the way. It's just very strange. But every legitimate track on here, I think, is an absolute banger. And there's just there is always a moment in every single one of these songs that is just so awesome. And this album is so much fun to listen to and really just pulls you in and doesn't let you go. You can't escape. You're doomed. Starting off with Invitation, which I think is just an amazing track to open this. I love how it opens up, with the acoustic guitar, Andy's clean vocals coming in, which, I feel like every album there's a little bit more of him. And I feel like between him and James Dorton, the main, screamed, harsher vocals, they really struck a great balance where it's not always just one side or the other. Where I felt like The Wreckage of Stars is leans a little heavier on James, which isn't. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but that's the thing. I just think it keeps things a little bit more interesting, and this track is no different. When this song really kicks off after the softer opening, and then James's vocals comes in, they're so aggressive, and the guitar behind it's so catchy, and yeah, his vocals are so aggressive and just in your face. You feel like he's coming out of the speaker, grabbing you by the throat, and screaming in your face. It's amazing, the production of it, and yeah, that song just goes, and it's so fucking great. And Black Crown Initiate, they had their progressive moments. I think Son of War and Trauma Bonds show certain sections they can get a little fun, and I like that. But then they also just have moments of complete beauty, such as the choruses in Trauma Bonds or Years in Frigid Light. Holy Silence is another great example. When those choruses hit, man, they're catchy, but two, they really hit you in such a great emotional way, especially Years in Frigid Light, which might be my favorite track on here. It has a little bit of everything with Black Crown Initiate. Not only does it have a big, powerful chorus that every time it hits, between Andy and James James is kind of screaming in the background. It just sounds so fucking amazing. And it's just, to me, when that song starts up and you hear just kind of the lead guitar, you're just like, let's fucking go. And then the just incredibly crushing rhythm guitar comes in, James' vocals on top of it. Oh my god, it is so good. Every time that song gets started, it's one of my favorite tracks of the year, hands down. And that's the thing about Black Crown Initiate. They can get really fucking heavy, and not only that, they can write some fucking riffs too. And in Son of War, Sun is in the Star, we're going around it. That track has an awesome riff later in in the song, and just, something I almost wish there was a little bit more of. Not that I'm saying there's no riffs, just that sort of style riff, and then you bring in the fucking blast beats over top of it. Oh my god, I just felt like everything's just so calculated and so well thought out on this album, and it shows. It really shows in the songwriting, and I think this album is just amazing. I really do. Because I just think there's just so much talent in this band in every aspect. Because not only do the guitar solos sound good, or the guitar leads are really creative and add a lot, the riffs are crushing. They can get some really heavy, more breakdown style riffs. But then in every aspect of the vocals, I just feels really well done. And then, the drumming's top notch, and just everything about this band I think is just great. And I think they're so exciting, especially, given, they're also, from the same place, Rivers of Nihil. I just think where both of those bands are going, just two of the most exciting bands in heavy metal, hands down. So let me know what you think of Violent Portraits of Doomed Escape from Black Crown Initiate. Thanks for watching. I'm going to give this a 9.5 out of 10. Thanks for watching. See ya.